Hello, hello everyone. How are you? I hope you are doing well on this Thursday. This is Meaningful Intuitive Guided Tarot here, coming back to particularly give a shout out to the subscribers that are requesting me to do readings for their favorite celebrities. And so this particular shout out reading that I am doing, as I have honored her request, I got a request from one of my subscribers by the name of Laura S. So Laura S has asked me and requested to do a reading on celebrity Canadian singer Shawn Mendes. And so I did honor her request, and as I mentioned yesterday, I gave her a shout out. As I mentioned to her, I would give her a shout out the day before, so she know that this video would be posted today. So Laura S., I hope you are watching so that you can see what are the answers to the questions you have asked me. All right, so let us get started. And the first question that Laura S. wants to know pertaining to Shawn Mendes is when and if he will marry. So Laura, as I pulled the cards to see whether or not that is something that will happen for him in the future, the answer is more likely yes. Because we got the Ace of Pentacles, which means that he is open to it. He's open to kind of taking things to that level, but later on in the future, way down the line, right? And the reason I say that is because right now bear in mind, Laura, and anyone else who is interested about Shawn Mendes, that he is a young guy. He is 24 years old, and just for your knowledge as well, his zodiac sign is a Leo, which makes him a fire sign, okay? And with that being said, we move here to the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is that, if you already know, if you are a His True fan, that he was dating someone by the name of Camila Cabello 2 years back, and they had a huge breakup. This is her, because I looked into her sign, and her sign is a Pisces. So she was a water sign. And why is that significant is because I want you to understand, Laura, is that the cups represents water signs. And so I feel that this was Camilla, his ex, or any other water sign that he gets into a relationship with. It's not going to go well. But particularly with Camilla, it didn't work out. This is an energy where there was a breakup, but losing someone. So he lost her and she lost him. But when I mention about water signs, so that you would understand that when it comes to him dating a water sign, that is, they are not going to be astrologically aligned, okay? So that is what I saw. And speaking of that, behind that heartbreak that he had, overall moves here to the devil energy. Now, the devil energy can represent and mean many things. But for him, it means that he is playing the field. In other words, he wants to sow his oats before he even think about marriage, if that makes sense. He's a young guy. And so basically, Laura, he's doing what he should be doing. Any young guy who is in their 20s, I really feel personally that anyone, whether it be a masculine or a feminine, I think 20s is like that. Those years, the 20 years, is about sowing your oats, having fun, not even thinking about marriage. And this is what I feel about him, because here this speaks about the shadow side of oneself. So when it comes down to him having fun, it speaks about that. So right now he's in the dating field. He's in the dating game. So he's going to date women. They're going to last for just a short period of time, and then take a moment, and he's going to date again. So this is where he is at currently. And the reason I said it is because we got the Page of Cups here. So the Page of Cups, as you can see, it's like a gentleman here with flowers. So basically, it's like, he will continue to date a couple of women, no doubt, before he finally settles down, right? So, like I said, he's just having fun, as he should. 24 years old, and with his sign being a Leo, Leos, I should say, is about having fun, just really living it up, if you will, right? So that's what I got pertaining to your first question. If he will get married, so the answer is yes, he is open to it, but not no time like now. It's later on in the future. Now, to answer your second question, you wanted to know was, what does his future wife look like? What do they look, if they would look like, and basically if they were going to live together. So addressing in terms of what she would look like, I really can't say physically what she would look like, but what I did want to find out is in terms of her personality, in terms of the traits that he will look for in a potential mate. I was able to kind of tap into that to see. And so first and foremost, the first card that came out was the Sun. So the Sun is a very exciting, a very happy energy, right? An energy that's bubbly, very what's the word? Very excited, but lots of energy, just like him. Because remember, Leo is a fire sign. So in retrospect, he will, if anything, when that time comes and he wants to settle down, he is looking for someone that would be compatible and ideal for him. Someone that is kind of just like him, who is renewed, who's fired up, who is very bubbly, who is, lots of excitement. Because water signs, depending on if it's a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, they can be kind of boring to him, right? And when you compare and look at the Leo's personality and the traits versus that of those of the water signs, it's really not much compatibility there. And that's why I mentioned earlier that if he is going to settle down, he would have to settle down with a fire sign, particularly Aries, because I kind of checked to see what would be the compatible mate for a Leo. And it mentioned someone, again, of their own element of a fire sign. So that could be the reason why it didn't work out with his ex Camilla, because she was a Pisces, she was a water sign. So again, who would be ideal for him compatibly and astrologically would be someone of a fire sign, which brings me to the next card that came out, the Knight of Wands. So you see, the Knight of Wands, this energy here of this young lady, she's happy, she is full of fire, she's exciting. So he will be looking for someone, when that time comes, someone that would be compatible, someone just like him, who's fired up, who's exciting, who likes to do things. Because, fire signs, they are go-getters, right? For the most part. Not in every instance, it depends. But they are always fired up and looking to start something new, or they just love because they are achievers of what it is that they do, right? So in retrospect, then he would need to have his future spouse or mate to be in a similar representation of what he is, right? If that makes sense, right? And then we have, next to that, we got the Magician. So the Magician, to me, is like making things happen, just like his personality. Making things happen, being that go-getter, being an achiever. The water signs, they will have that spirit, but it might not be in the same manner or the pace for a Leo, if that makes sense, right? And then the last card was the Four of Cups. So if you look in closely, Laura, you can see what is the energy, or the what do you see here? This feminine energy is kind of like this. It's kind of boring, right? It's really not that much. It's kind of like a homebody type of energy, not really wanting to just do anything, kind of like a little bit slow pace. So this would not, again, work or be ideal for someone like Shawn, who is a Leo, a fire sign, who wants to kind of get out and be, out there doing things, staying busy, if you will, right? So like I said, water signs won't be the best sign for him, because they just will not be astrologically aligned, and that relationship will be disastrous, specifically for a Pisces. And that would make sense, like I said, that him and Camilla Cabela relationship did not last. Okay, and overall though, at the bottom, when I looked from the bottom of the card, the overall energy here is the Ten of Cups. So it lets me know that in the future he does and will be open to, remember the Ace of Pentacles, that he will be open to settling down and even having a family. He might have 2 kids. I don't know why 2 kids stand out, but I feel that he will be open to wanting to settle down and find somebody that he can truly be compatible with and will want to share a future with and have a future with and have a family. All right? So now, so that takes care of that. And then to address your last question is, are they going to live together? I don't see that they will live together. Let us go over the cards that came out for this question. We got the Death and Rebirth. So what is the ending? Because the Death and Rebirth is something ending for something new to begin, right? A new life, if you will, whatever that may be. But for him, it's starting a new life. So this is why I say that I feel later on, years later, that he will have ended the dating field. He won't be, you know, this bachelor that's dating, you know, different women, but that there will come a point in his life that I feel he will want to settle down and start a family. Because then next to that, the Ace of Cups came out, which means new love. And love that is going to be there for the long haul. So this to me is a love that speaks about stability and something that is serious, okay? So it will be open. It will be available for him down the line, right? In terms of really getting to the crux of if they will live together, I don't see it. I don't think he will, because we got the Eight of Swords here, along with the Chariot, okay? The Chariot is a fast-moving energy. The Eight of Swords is feeling tied, feeling restricted, or at least wanting to avoid any type of restrictions there is. But I do feel that he will propose perhaps to his future spouse, but I don't think that they will move in. And the reason I say that is because we got both the Hangman and the Temperance, which is major arcanas. So the major arcana just kind of puts a little bit more highlight that this will be something that I think he will take his time with, Laura. I don't think he wants to rush in, because the Chariot is rushing in. He wants to avoid rushing in that relationship. I think he wants to appreciate and value who it is that he is with and who it is that he has finally perhaps found his true love. And Temperance is a card of patience. So he's going to be patient. And then Hangman is that they're going to just wait until the time is right to make it official. Okay? Maybe they may have talked about it, but I feel that overall they may decide to not, like, you know, do the living thing together. Now, for some couples, it works. And for some, it doesn't work. Because sometimes when couples move in together, sometimes there's a lot of arguments. Sometimes they get to see things, which, you know, it's one of those things where a part of a person may want to just see, kind of like test the waters. But then there are some that is traditional, who is old school and kind of want to do it the right way. And I feel that this is him, that later on, when he gets serious about this person, for him, slow and steady wins. And I think he'll appreciate and want to value her in terms of waiting until they live together. Because when they live together, they would be officially married. Okay? So that's what I got, Laura. I hope I addressed your questions. If so, you know what to do. Drop me a comment to let me know what did you think about it. And like I said, I hope you enjoyed the reading. If so, not only drop a comment, send some electricity, that fire to that thumbs, to give me a thumbs up for this. I was very glad to honor your request and to bring you this reading on your celebrity, Shawn Mendes. All right? So, Laura, enjoy the rest of your day. And if you have any other requests, let me know. All right. Have a good one. Bye.